It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football.
It's the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings.
And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. In motion, it's Jefferson. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Oh no, right at the start, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Darnold. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps, but the man is a legend. Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. And let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. And even 50 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
The give to Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. He'll go again with Hall. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This, about as short as you can get. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Panay Wanwu now to return. Now an opening past the 30. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and exploit it. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, here's Darnold. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Here's Ryan Wright now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Jets offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Jets have a 1st down. They'll run. This is Hall. He'll get about 2. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Rodgers keeping it himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. More from the International Series in London after this. Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a third consecutive time.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They put Wilson in motion. To throw is Rodgers. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Rodgers now. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third and long. Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, Jones. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Darnold now to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
To the right side here, pass is caught. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point. He breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Play action now with Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On the give, it's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets are in the lead by the score of 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Powell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
To throw again is Darnold. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Minnesota.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Darnold to the air once more. The throw here is complete. Here's Darnold again. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible, and so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. That's to the sideline and taken in by Wilson. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He runs with it. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jets get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Davis now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
RPO quickly out to Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Wilson in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. Good for a Jets first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 10 yards, and the Jets have a first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets. Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They run it once more with Jones. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will cut it to a 2-point lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Brees Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a 1st down. Here's a run. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. That one, take it in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, New York. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Rodgers on 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Davis now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the gun, Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Rodgers to Wilson. Good for a Jets first down.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points, extend this lead. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock, leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now this looks like a design run. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Give up the middle with Hall. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Hall. He slams it in there, and he is in. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Extra point try now for Zerline. It's up and good. And the Jets will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Quick throw, taken in, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, here's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. They'll stick to the ground. Whoa! And he'll be taken down. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And he will score! Game on! Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Rodgers. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
1st down for Aaron. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here comes the screen to Jones. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Minnesota.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee. And that should do it. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.